She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes mysterious. Once you get to meet her, you see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah.
What's going on YouTube? Back with another video, and today we are doing a break-in oil change on the GR Corolla. My car does have 2,500, and as per the maintenance log, that's what it says. You can find this on the owner's manual. I do see some people do it at 1,000 mile, to each their own. You guys can do it however you like, but if you are just changing your oil on your GR Corolla, this is a perfect video, step-by-step guide on how to perform an oil change. Let's get right into the video. So the good thing about doing an oil change on your GR Corolla, it is simple as changing an oil change on a Corolla. You do not need a lift. You can just put it on some ramps or some jack stands and get right into it. So the first step, all you got to do is remove the undercover for the oil pan. It's just 4 10mm bolts, and you just remove it and it's right there. So go ahead and get a 3/8 ratchet with a 3-inch extension and a 14mm socket. Go ahead and break that bolt loose, and then the next step you want to do is grab a screwdriver and pop off the little gasket that's on that bolt. The reason why you want to do it now is just because there's no oil flowing, and when you do it after, the oil kind of gets everywhere. So the reason why you are performing a break-in oil change is not necessarily because the oil is dark and dirty. It's mostly because there is small little metal particles that is inside the oil that you want to remove from the engine. But don't be afraid, those metal particles are actually normal. They are naturally from the engine breaking in. So the best thing to do is remove all those little metal particles. Even at the next service, which is at 5,000 miles, there still will be little metal particles. That's why the first 2 oil changes are very crucial for you to perform, because you do want to remove all those little metal particles inside your engine. If you do not change the oil, those little metal particles will increase the wear in your engine, and you don't want anything down the road to happen to your new GR Corolla. So the oil filter wrench you want to use to remove that oil filter is just a normal Toyota one. It does fit on the plastic ones. It also fits on these metal ones. So it just goes right over it and just removes like any other oil filter. I'll leave a link down in the description for this oil filter wrench in case you guys do need it. Honestly, this tool works way better than those oil filter pliers or the oil filter band wrenches that are out there. So if you guys are OCD like me, you guys can just get some brake cleaner you have laying around, just clean the area around, and with the rag you can just start wiping it up. I don't know, me personally, it's just something I like to do and keep the car clean. So the filter that this car does take is just a regular N1 filter. These filters are actually found common on a lot of hybrids that of Toyota, and they just made it simple and they just used it for the GR Corolla. These filters are already pre-lubed, so you don't got to worry about pre-lubing the oil filter. But the good thing about these filters, they are pretty inexpensive, so you can just order them from Amazon or order from your Toyota dealer. So when tightening the oil filter, you can use the torque spec, which is 14 foot-pounds, but me personally, I just tighten it by hand and then just go over with the wrench and just snug it. So one thing you can't forget is to replace the oil drain plug gasket. It can cause a leak if you use the old one or if you don't put one at all. So me personally, on my procedure, I just screw it by hand and then just tighten it with a 3/8 ratchet. One thing you guys can do is use the torque spec. If you guys rewind the video to verify, the torque spec is 30 foot-pounds. Me personally, I just tighten it till I feel it's good. Then you can just grab your brake cleaner bottle, spray it, clean it up, and then it's ready to go. Just out of good practice, it is good to check your tire pressures when you are servicing your vehicle. When you do adjust your tires, make sure they are cold, because if they are hot, the air does expand in the tire when they are hot, so they will give you an inaccurate reading. So the front tires are at 35 psi and your rear tires are supposed to be set at 33 psi. So now it's time to add the oil. One thing you got to make sure is put the correct API spec oil and the correct oil viscosity. I am using Mobile One oil. I'll put a link down in the description for that oil. And for this funnel I am using, it's super cheap and it makes your life so easy when it comes to refilling. This funnel fits any Toyota or Lexus from the years 08 and up, I would say. So this would be a good investment if you have more than one Toyota. One thing you have to do is check your oil after putting it in. I did put 4.5, started the car up and rechecked it and everything was fine. So I did put 4.5 quarts, so you guys can go off that measurement. Remember to turn on the car for a little bit and then turn it off and check your oil again. The link for the funnel will be down in the description if you guys are curious to buy the funnel. Super cheap. Just like to wipe down the engine and then we are ready to go. I hope you guys found this video informative and super easy to follow. Don't be afraid to tackle this job at your house. It is 100% an easy DIY. Thank you guys again for catching up and watching the videos. Catch you guys next time.
Ryan Little.